day, everyone. The topic for today, family expenses planner. This is a topic that's very close to our daily lives because every one of us is already a consumer, spending money on daily necessities, food, healthcare, and more. The purpose of this session is to help us as Atomy members to better understand how we can guide families in planning their household expenses so they can all save money and spend wisely. Here's the flow for today. Through these steps, we will also look at examples how a family can save hundreds of dollars over time. First of all, can we just agree to this basic truth that every one of us is a consumer, whether is it grocery, utilities, healthcare, or skincare? Consumption is part of our daily life. Here is an example. In Singapore, the average household spends nearly $6,000 a month, with the majority on housing, food, and transport. This shows how big the consumption market is. Our goal is not just to consume, but to consume wisely. Let's pause and reflect on a simple but powerful question. What do we usually buy every day? Food? Coffee? Now think. Where does all this money goes? If we look back over months or years, most of us don't even know how much we spend. And here's the dangerous part. Once money is spent through traditional channel, it is gone forever. It only benefits big corporations, but never comes back to us. If we don't control our consumption habits, our expenses will control us. And over a lifetime, this can add up to tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars lost. Today, our spending is split between online platforms like Shopee, Taobao, Lazada, and offline supermarkets like FairPrice, Cold Storage, Sheng-Siong, etc. Then, the reality check. Every dollar spent there builds their empire, not ours. Have you ever wondered after years of loyalty to this platform, we are still paying more, facing inflation, and never rewarded beyond tiny points or vouchers? A scary truth. If nothing changes, we will work hard all our life just to keep feeding the system while our own financial freedom slips away. This is the wealth code of the consumer market. Let's transform our identity. Instead of being just a consumer, we become a smart consumer and a sharer. When we do this daily consumption can become daily income. Think about it. Brushing our teeth, washing our face, our hair, taking vitamin C's, these are habits that we already have. If we don't switch, we are paying for them anyway. But if by switching to another company, our expenses can no longer be dead costs, they are investment that creates value for ourselves, our family, and our network. If we remain only a consumer, we will always only be on the spending side of the equation. But if we transform our identity, we move into the side that receives benefits and income. Now, the question is, how big is this market? Every single family spends on daily necessity. The market isn't in the millions, it's in the billions. So let's ask ourselves, is it worth transforming our identity? If we continue as a traditional consumer, our spending will only keep feeding the market giants. Prices keep going up, inflation eats away at our savings, and if nothing changes, our financial situation will only get tighter. But if we transform our identity, if we redirect our household spending into another company, suddenly we are not just spending. We are investing back into our own household and future. This is the Singapore average monthly household expenditure. This is taken from Singapore Household Consumption Expenditure based on the Household Expenditure Survey, HES, that's for the 2023. It is published in late 2024, and this survey is done every 5 years. Let's look at some of the real data from Singapore. In 2023, the average household spends about $5,900 a month on goods and services, and this was an increase in 2.8% from the $5,163 from 2017 and 18. And where does most of this money go to? According to the survey, the top 3 categories are the housing, food, and transport, which takes up about 60% of our household spending. Here's the catch. We cannot avoid these expenses. We must eat, we must live somewhere, and we must travel. If these unavoidable expenses keep rising and we don't change how we manage them, they will become our family's greatest financial burden. Here's a clearer look at where a family's money goes every month in Singapore. The largest portion goes to the housing of about 2,001, food on about 1,004, transportation about $950. The rest goes to health, education, recreation, clothing, and so on. The breakdown is to remind us that everyone is already spending in all these areas. We are all doing it every month. What did the others comprise of? The others includes expenditure on miscellaneous goods and services that includes personal care products and services such as hairdressing and shampoo, etc. It takes up about 16% of the monthly expenses. The good news is, as family expenses planner, we can help these families make wiser choices in this category, switching to quality, affordable products that fits into their daily lives. As of the latest data in 2023, the average household size among resident household in Singapore is 3.11 persons. If a family member spends about $200 just on daily necessity, it adds up to about $7,200 in a year. Now imagine if we are connected with 10 families, it is already $72,000 in a yearly consumption. This shows us something comforting. We don't need to look far to do something extra. The opportunities are already around us. In our homes, in our relatives, in our community, we are simply guiding families to shift what they already spend in a way that benefits them even more. So, what exactly is a family expenses planner? It is important to understand that this role is not about selling. A family expenses planner is someone who listens to the family, understands their needs, and help them customize smarter, healthier, and more economical choices. Think of it as being a caring guide, someone who walks alongside family, helping them live better without adding extra burden. Have you ever sat down to calculate how much your family spend in just 1 year on daily necessities? Toothpaste, shampoo, detergent, vitamins, skincare. These are things we buy no matter what. If we extend this over a lifespan with an average lifespan of 85 years, the total spending becomes huge. And here's the comforting thought. This is money we are already spending, not something extra. Thus, as a family expenses planner, our role is simply to guide families to use this spending more wisely so their money flows into products that gives them real quality and value. Let's walk through a simple example. What does a day for a family that chooses Atomy looks like? In the morning, we start our day with toothpaste, toothbrush, skincare, supplements. During meal, we use our detergents, our wet wipes, our coffee, and our tea. At night, we end our day with Atomy evening care set and body care. This shows something comforting. Atomy naturally fits into our lifestyle. Families don't need to change their habits. They just replace what they already use with better, safer, and more affordable choices. Now, What's the benefits of becoming a family expenses planner? Firstly, we get to help families save money and live healthier. Secondly, we bring them peace of mind, knowing that the things that they use daily is safe and high quality. Thirdly, we build trust and relationships. Because we are not selling, we are guiding. This role is comforting because it is about caring. It is not pushing products. We are helping families make the best of what they already spend. And Atomy is not just about saving money, it's about living better. For individuals, the benefits are clear. We gain beauty and health. And for personal use, we nourish inside and out. We are not just spending, we are investing in ourselves. This is empowering because every time we choose Atomy, we are saying yes to a healthier body, a more confident self, and a lifestyle where our money goes back to where it truly matters. Being a family expenses planner also means we are learning to be good to ourselves. When we use Atomy products daily in the kitchen, in personal care, in skincare, in health supplement, we not only improve our quality of life, we are also reducing our household expenses year after year. This is empowering because instead of being a victim of rising costs, we take control. We show our family and others how smart choices can create both savings and quality living. Let me give you a powerful example. The value of one toothbrush. Other brands might cost us $4, but Atomy is just $1.75. Over 1 year, one person already saved $27. Over 10 years, $240. And over 40 years, more than $1,000. And for a family, the saving multiplies even more. This shows us that even small switches matters. One toothbrush may seem minor, but over time, it creates real financial impact. This is empowering because it proves that big change doesn't require big effort. It only requires consistency. Imagine when this applies not only just toothbrushes, but to every product in our daily life. Now, take example, the foam cleanser. Other brands may cost $60 a tube, while Atomy is only $13. This is $188 of saving per person in a year and over $22,000 for a family of 3 in 40 years. Skincare is something we always use. Over decades, those small daily washes adds up to a fortune loss. And here's the most shocking example, the eye cream. Some brands cost nearly $300 per jar, while Atomy is only $56. It is a saving of over $1,000 per year and more than $122,000 for a family of 3 over 40 years. Can you imagine losing $128,000 by sticking to an expensive brand? That money could buy a new house or secure our retirement. Omega-3 is something many families already buy for health. Outside, it can cost $80 per bottle, but in Atomy, it is only $31. This is a yearly saving of more than $350 per person and over $42,000 for a family of 3 in 40 years. We don't need to sacrifice our health to save money. With Atomy, families can care for their health affordably and with confidence in that products are safe and effective. Family expenses don't stop at toothbrushes or supplements. They add up across dozens of products. By simply switching brand, we're not only reducing daily expenses, but also improving quality of life. It is not about spending more. It is about making every dollar work harder for our family, and that brings us peace of mind. We help families gain the right health concept and start a quality, healthy lifestyle. When families use Atomy, they feel recognized, appreciated, and loved. This is comforting because it shows we are not only providing savings, but also warm care and community of support. An individual expenses planner is often limited. We focus on just a few items. But as a family expenses planner, our influence expands. We are effectively broadening product coverage for families, guiding them to spend smarter and helping them repurchase with confidence. This is empowering because we are not just recommending products, we are leading an entire shift in how families plan their expenses. We are setting the standard of professionalism and driving the growth of our industry. The benefits of being a family expenses planner goes beyond just money. We build a stable spending structure. We gain more flexible ways to be entrepreneurial. We enjoy the stability of consistent income. We expand our influence by guiding more distributors, and business will come. And most importantly, we experience personal growth. And this is empowering because it shows that success is not only financial. It is about stability, flexibility, and becoming the best version of ourselves. When families connect their daily consumption with Atomy, something powerful happens. We, as a family expenses planner, help them master smart spending, turning everyday expenses into opportunity, because by unlocking the secret of expense planning, we are unlocking the secret of creating wealth, not through harder work, but through smarter living. Now that we know the importance and value of this role, let's talk about how to actually become a qualified family expenses planner. It is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent, being observant, and always putting the consumer's needs first. When we grow in this role, we will not only be helping families save, we also building trust, relationship, and long-term success. The process is simple but powerful. Start with our own favorite products, share from our personal experience, take time to understand the needs of the family, recommend replacing their existing products with quality Atomy alternatives that bring value. This way, we are guiding brand replacement, meeting real needs, and recommending quality. This is what makes us professional. To become truly effective, remember these 3 core secrets. Use the product, change brand, and follow up. These 3 steps are simple, but if we do them consistently, we will become a family expenses planner that people trust and rely on. To become a qualified family expenses planner, the first step is very simple. We need to use the products ourselves. When we use them ourselves, our sharing is authentic. When we experience the full range of Atomy products, we build true confidence. Next, we need to learn about the products. Learn the product knowledge so that we can explain the benefits clearly. And finally, we need to master simple sharing techniques so that our recommendation will feel natural and trustworthy. We need to focus, explore, and recommend. The second step is brand switching. Start from products we are already using daily, toothpaste, shampoo, coffee, then explore to other Atomy products that we have not tried but are curious about. When we discover good results, recommend them confidently. This process transforms ordinary shopping into meaningful planned consumption. We will be able to help families gradually shift their household item to Atomy. For example, the evening care set, which is a 365 days home spa. And follow up. Don't stop after one recommendation. Keep checking in, supporting, and caring. Apply this 1-4-7 rule. After one day, a quick friendly touch-up to thank them for their time, reiterate the key point value. For example, like, it was great talking to you yesterday. I really enjoyed our conversation. As discussed, I will send over to you an additional information sheet for you to look over. Let me know if you have any question. And after 4 days, follow up after 4 days to provide additional value, answer any questions that they may have, can also gently gauge their interest, but not asking for a decision yet. For example, hope you had a great week. I'm sending over you the article I mentioned about managing the household budget. Did you get the chance to look at the information I sent last week? So after 7 days, this is the second follow-up, and this is the decision or closing follow-up. The goal is to get a definitive answer. If we don't get a positive answer, we should move on and focus our energy on other prospects. This is different from housing agents. Example, I want to check back one last time on the family expenses planner concept we discussed. Have you had the chance to think it over? I'll be happy to answer any question you might have, or if not the right fit for you right now, that's perfectly okay too. Just let me know either way. And to truly succeed, we need the right mentality and skills. A good family expenses planner is not just about sales. It is about helping 100 families switch to better products, guiding them step by step through unboxing services and even a home salon. We show care and professionalism. Ultimately, the goal is to bring families into the system, creating stability for them and for ourselves. Switching brand doesn't have to be complicated. We always start from our own market, from our own families, our own home, our friends. And if we ourselves are convinced and consistent, it becomes natural for others to follow. Change begins from within. And today, we have seen how powerful the family expenses planner role is. It is about guiding family to spend wisely, save consistently, and improve their lives through autonomy. Let us all commit to becoming planners who create value, not just for ourselves, but for every family we touch. Thank you.